Rookie out of Arkansas, Cam Little, ready to get this one going. And off we go from South Florida. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They put Smythe in motion. Now run for the first time for the veteran Raheem Mostert. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Man in motion is Berrios. Off play action, it's Tua. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll bring up second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. In motion, it's Waddle. Play action. Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And they are all over him yet again. He'll go down once more.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight. Pass rush is getting home. Back-to-back sacks.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Inside the 10, it is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, clearly this coach wanted to come out aggressive early. They decide not to settle for the field goal by going for it on 4th and goal, and they are turned away. What a great stop early in this game by this defense.
Jacksonville comes out with the former #1 overall pick. Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback, 6'6", tall and talented. Greg, hard to believe, already is season 4 for Lawrence after his days at Clemson.
I always love going down to the field in pregame, Mike, and just seeing how certain guys approach their pregame warm-ups and their routine leading up to kickoff, and I really liked what I saw out of him. He had a really interesting level of focus. He had all of his wide receivers around. He was getting them all involved, throwing the ball, getting on the same page, timing, rhythm in the passing game. They're hoping all these extra reps, not only leading up to this week in practice, but here on game day, if they can carry that over after the game starts, they're expecting to have a lot of success here, especially early.
Now, ETN. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Here's Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
This run straight ahead for ETN. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Play action now. It's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Now a handoff, ETN, and they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. That's on the former 5th overall pick, Brandon Scherf. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And they dig themselves out of that hole rather effectively. Gain of 19 on 1st and 20.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try and run for the first with ETN.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Lawrence now on second down. There's a short one taken by Ingram.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On third down, here's ETN. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. Braxton Berrios, deep to return. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense ready to see the football for the second time. They moved the ball well on that opening drive, but nothing came out of it, so still scoreless. Offense back on the field for 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. In motion, it's Waddle. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Hill brought in motion. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the first quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the second?
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again. Trayvon Walker, the former 1st overall pick, in there for the sack.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat out brutal. But let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan, and so far they've executed it to a T.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Jaguars offense ready to take over for their second possession. They had to punt on their opening drive. No damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up 1st and 10. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
On 1st down, Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They go play action for Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a nice return there. He is out of bounds right at midfield.
You know, for the good corners, Mike, they all share this certain mentality, right? It's bring it on. I want the best. I want the ball thrown in my direction. So anytime they get a chance to break up a play and silence an opposing offense, but man, when they get a chance to take one away and get their hands on it, that is what they live for.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. They put Smythe in motion. Tua gives it to Mostert. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. In motion, it's Waddle. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's taken in left side by Smith. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run out of the gun. This is Mostert. He'll manage only a couple. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him. Second down and 8. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Here's Tagovailoa. They're trying to set up the screen to Mostert. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They run with the veteran, Dearness Johnson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the draw, the give to Etienne. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the 47.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. To throw is Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll manage to get to the 33. This time, it's the veteran Eric Armstead on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run. It's Mostert. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Tua out quick. See what Tyreek can do. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. Finding room at the 35. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Lawrence on the draw. It's Etienne taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he is on to punt for Jacksonville. Oh, how good was that? Out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the 2. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. a run with the fullback in goal. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Tua going to give it to Achan. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Man in motion is Berrios. Tua now on 3rd down. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 92 yards. Touchdown, Miami. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Dolphins take a 10-3 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Duvernay on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Jags offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Lawrence. That's caught. It's the former Bill, Gabe Davis.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
3rd down, 3 to go. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. They get 20 on the connection. That's good for a Jaguar 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down. have some more efficiency on these early downs and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. In motion comes Thomas. 2nd down, Lawrence. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Now here's Lawrence. He'll tuck it, and he's in. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Jaguars will tie things up. It's now 10-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Berrios on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. So we reach halftime in what was a very compelling first half of play. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jaguars offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. This run straight ahead for Etienne. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Marcus May in on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cater Kohu.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this second half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
The Dolphins offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. They'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Now Tua. He finds the open man, Braxton Berrios. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They put Smythe in motion. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Right back to Mostert on 1st down. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Tua. That's over the middle, caught by Tyree. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. In motion, it's Waddle. Off play action, it's Tua. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And he's going to be taken down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets...
And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board. So holding is the call, and take that touchdown off the board. The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. Tua gonna throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Line of scrimmage, the 3, third and goal. To the air again, Tagovailoa. Good blocking, and he's in. Tua Tagovailoa, touchdown Miami. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins go up by 7. It is now 17-10. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. He's going to air this out for Davis. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot of first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart. Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
To throw is Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. In motion, it's Waddle. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll take off again.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hill brought in motion. A run out of the gun with Achane. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Tua gives it to Mostert. And he'll get this very close to a first down. A nice run there. He'll just end up a little bit short.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll try to run it here with Mostert. And I don't know, I think he is short. They are. They're going to mark him short, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Lawrence going to keep this himself. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Now a first down throw for Tua. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Here's 2. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Tua now on third down. That one caught by Smith. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
In motion, it's Waddle. They give it to Mostert. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Here's Tua now on second down. This one intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That caught by Davis. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball, and let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Davis going in motion. Lawrence now on 2nd down. That's complete to ETN. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Lawrence now. He's got his big tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. Hill brought in motion. Play action. Tagovailoa. He'll find Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Hill brought in motion. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They'll run here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, out comes the punter. Important punt here in this tie game late. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And that's going to be enough to move the chains. 1st down, up past the 35.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create
a hit, and he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. First and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw is Tua. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. That's taken in left side by Smith.
It seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Jaguars offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Kirk is the motion man. They look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. Kirk is the motion man. Here comes the jet sweep. They didn't fool anyone. Tried the speed, but did not get back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Lawrence. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. Catch made right side by Thomas. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Jacksonville.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late. Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Here's Lawrence. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
At this stage of the game, one play could be the difference between winning and losing, and that dangerous throw is just a little risky for my liking. I understand the notion of trying to make a play and being aggressive, but one turnover here, and this game could be over.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. They'll run. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. In motion, it's Waddle. Off play action, it's Tua. Checking it down, this one is caught.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
These are some of the most difficult situations for a coach to handle because it's a combination of you have to be aggressive to go score. You're trying to win the game, of course, but there's also an element of time and clock management. How fast do I want to score and give my opponent a chance to answer? So it's going to be very interesting to see the play selection over these next couple downs.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They'll stick to the ground. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Lawrence to the right side. He's got Ingram, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Two minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Jaguars ready to punt this one away. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Achane. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
I really like this play design. They're trying to match up the speed of this running back versus the linebacker in coverage, but do it vertical down the middle of the field. And when he can get that matchup, they feel that's advantage offense.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Jags offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come up for 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking free downfield, it's Kirk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st down. Now here's Lawrence. That'll be taken in. It's Dearness Johnson. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. Here we go. 1st and goal. To throw is Lawrence. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with it.
And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense over 300 yards passing in the game and has been sharp right from the start. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Hill brought in motion. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Hill brought in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll have the Dolphins first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Now a first throw here in overtime. Looking underneath for Achane. And they have the first down. So they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now they'll set up 1st and 10.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hill brought in motion. A play fake. Now 2 to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. In motion, it's Waddle. 3rd and long, and here's Tua. He'll find Mostert out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, making sure everyone knew who they were responsible for, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
On the ground, it's Mostert. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll motion the tight end Smith. Tua now on first down. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Don't forget about